Greetings and salutations. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Blazin Pops. We're going to talk about some pops. We're going to talk about the vinyl, some new stuff, some old stuff. We'll see what comes up. So the first thing I'm going to bring up here. Pop out. So now, I haven't seen a lot of these. Don't see a lot of them online, but just to give everybody an idea here, it's the pop album we're looking at. I'm going to compare it to a regular size pop. We're looking, as you can tell, kind of huge. You know what I'm saying? And this is the biggie, of course. It's interesting to see. Trying to see if you can get in there a little bit. Of course, yeah. I was worried when I saw it, how is that going to stay attached there? You actually notice as well, these do slide out, so they're kind of built with this hard stack, but they're built inside, so they can come out. Although I don't think I would recommend taking the plastic off, or maybe you're actually supposed to take this outer layer off. I'm not sure, so I'm going to leave mine on for now. If anybody has any comments on what they do with theirs, or what they think they should do with theirs, or how they're supposed to be, or how they're meant to be, or are you supposed to take the plastic off, are you supposed to leave it on? Leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, smash that subscribe button, hit that like button down below. We're gonna hit it after we relit it. I'll leave you with that. Alright. So anyway, they obviously have a series of more of the pop albums coming. There's some random Queen, Linkin Park, AC/DC. There's a Walmart exclusive. There's, I don't know, maybe about 10 coming up. I believe there's a Daft Punk one, if I remember correctly. There's a few things. Black Sabbath. And these will all be coming up in the near future, probably before the spring. Alright, so next thing. Restocks. Now I know something gets released on Target, everybody freaks out. The blacklight pops are the examples I'm going to use here. I myself, remember going to the store, and I went to a couple Targets that day, and even the people there were amazed. They, lines out the door, people were running in there, fighting over them. Some were limiting, one pop, not one of each pop, but limiting to one blacklight pop. A lot of odd things like that. You missed a pre-order online. They're selling them for 30, 40 bucks a piece on Mercari, eBay, whatnot, secondary sites. So I bookmark them on Target. I just keep every so often looking, and next thing you know, I'm able to find Doctor Strange. The other, the first time around, I missed them all. I tried to go to the store. They happened to have one of the Spider-Man with the medium t-shirt sitting behind the counter. I got lucky and I got that one. That was the only one I wasn't able to see in a restock. So, maybe things like that are a little bit more specialized, when they come in a set. Maybe they're not released as often. I don't know. So I wait and I wait. I see a Doctor Strange up there. Order 2 of them. None of the other them available, and this is just I don't know, a couple weeks before Christmas. Look another couple days later, and the Captain America and pardon me, Iron Man and Thor rather were available. And none of the others were available at that time. So I ordered those. Got 2 of each of those. That's the max. And you know, they came in great shape. Sometimes they pack things well, sometimes they don't. And then finally, the at that point, it's just the Iron Man I need, besides the new Hot Topic exclusives, which I have not had a chance to get yet, but I will, and I'm not freaking out because they haven't hit the stores near me yet. So anyway, next thing I'm going to do is we're going to open up the, these are both the same. I'm just curious to make sure, see how they're shipped. Target and Walmart, sometimes Amazon are known for just throwing things in a box with no padding. I do believe GameStop, I think sometimes it depends on which warehouse they come from, you know, if they're special editions, etc. Some are treated better than others. Some are treated like toys, some are treated like collectibles. So we're going to open these and we're going to see. Now these two each came in a larger box, so technically they're already double boxed. I bet these are going to have bubble wrap in the inside. They look like they'll probably be in pretty good shape. Alright, so as we can see here, Captain America, try not to get the glare from my light here. Looking at the shape, corners look good, maybe a little bit. Nothing crazy. You know, a little bow here. Once again, I wouldn't send that back. That's not their fault. I just don't like, you know, when they're abused. So we'll call this, you know, an 8.5, 9 probably, but definitely usable. Let's open the next one, and once again, this will or at least should be another Captain America. So, you know, my advice is if there's something you really want, you know, especially after you miss it in the first drop, keep an eye out. Go on things like Funko Finders or Funko Pop Fanatic, Funko Pop News. There's all sorts of different stuff. Kind of looking at this one here, same thing. It kind of seems like this is probably the plastic pushing from the inside. It might be pretty common with a lot of these. Little, you know, corners not 100% perfect. Once again, though, these are shipped. They ship them, you know, accordingly. They put them in the proper packaging. And let's see. Yeah, so can't really tell as much, obviously, in the light. So now we're going to talk about something else. I know a lot of you these days have seen or heard of, or maybe know something about Super Plastic. You might have heard the name Janky or Gugamon, which are basically two fictional characters from the mind of Paul Budnick, who is also, if you're familiar with Kid Robot, would be the creator of Kid Robot as well, and he's an artist who created Super Plastic. The idea was to kind of take collectible vinyl and combine it with, you know, sort of street art for the most part, and street artists. So I've always been into, you know, things like Obey and then Shepard Fairey, and of course, you know, Banksy, if anybody could afford it, and Invader and people like that. You know, OG Slick, people have been around a long time, and even, you know, Futura you've kind of seen in Funko Pop, and I wish they did a little bit more with him specifically. Maybe even have a limited edition signed just by him or hand done just by him. That would be amazing. But so we've got Super Plastic here. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna open. We've got the Janky Series 3. Now these are blind boxes, if anybody is not familiar. Right here we have a couple of characters. I'm going to show you these. And this was from the first set. Okay. purple Gugamon. This was, I think, 101 and 196 you're looking at right here. It was not easy to get. I only found one of them, and it took a long time to find it. This was, I believe it was one in maybe 96 or 92, something like that, or maybe that was one in 192. Once again, I found a couple of these over the time. I've opened 7 or 8 cases of these, though, of 24, cases of 24. This one usually you can find for 50, 60 bucks these days. Now these are for my personal collection. Okay, so when I ordered, I got a couple extra things here. One of these I'm going to show you now, one we're going to get to later. One was just a super plastic pin. This was an early order thing. I can't remember what it was. The first 100-something people, I think, maybe got this and the Camp Crystal Lake Janky or Gugamon. I actually have to open it up. I'm not sure what that's going to look like yet. I don't know if that's one of the mystery Janky that you'll see here as well. So anyway, this is going to be the super plastic pin. Pretty cool, actually. It's bigger than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just a small pin, but it's pretty decent size, about maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches square. Well, it's not really square, but roughly. So that's the first thing. The Camp Crystal Lake, we're going to go to that last because I'm kind of curious. So I got very excited here when these came in. I've been waiting a long time for this series to come in, and so here we go. I'm going to open one of the boxes. I just got so excited, I couldn't help it, that I ended up saying, hey, I want to see what one of these look like. Alright, and what ended up happening is I pulled this. And this came out of my first... Let's see if we can get it right there. There you go. This actually came out of my first mystery box. This would be Sket1, who's a known, actually, has a series of kind of a larger version of these. This is the they call them Super Sket. I'm trying to think of what it's called right now, but anyway, we'll either put in the comments or maybe I'll write in the comments below when I remember the name. And this is sort of a play on the other ones all look like paint cans, and they have a little, if you rattle them, they sound like a paint can. This one, as you can tell, looks like some sort of bug cleaner. And the best part about this is, being something that I pulled out first, the chances of pulling one of those out, doesn't even say, but you'll see that right there. That's the outline of the Sket. And then there's a Gugamon, and then there's another Janky. So hoping to pull one of these out. I do know the odds are 1 in 96 of the Gugamon you can see right here. Now that might be the Camp Crystal Lake I already have. I'm not sure. We'll find out. And then, so I opened, like I said, I got excited and I opened 2 of these because I was just so curious how they turned out. So the first one I got was the Cranky. We're going to put them all over here for now. Get them kind of set up over here in their worlds. And then the next one I got, and I'm not going to take the plastic out of here yet though. It would be the one of the picture sakes, if you will, as you can see. And actually looks better in person. Colors are a lot more vibrant. And this one is Anna Kadish. Kadish? Well, man, what does the banana say? Can't really tell. But anyway, give you a closer look here. .28 on the back. Let's see, I'm not sure. Let's see, let me turn down this light a little bit. Alright, that's a little bit better there. If you look at the bottom of all of them, I'll usually say the artist's name. Anyway. And let's put this in. Banana's really cool too, if you notice. It's a little tough to see in the packaging there, but Alright, so let's put this banana in the hand here. And without further ado, we are going to open the rest of these. So thank you for joining the first part of this video. And now we're going to get into the actual blind unboxing. So click on the link for part 2 and let's do this. To everyone that's here watching, thank you for joining me for this would be my very first filming and edition of Blazin' Pops.
Blazin' Pops.
Blazin' Pops. Blazin' Pops.